What's up? What's up? What's up? This is a surprise stream right now. After finding out that Charles Oliveira has missed weight, I had to do a stream about this. So I didn't get a chance to schedule this so y'all could you know plan for it, but I just had to do a stream. So let's see who comes in for this stream right now. Charles Oliveira has missed weight. He has been stripped of his title for missing weight. This changes a lot of things because I was thinking about betting on this fight, but now that things has changed, and I never thought Charles Oliveira has been a guy that will struggle to make weight. He always seemed skinny. He always looked like a skinny guy. So this is a surprise to me. This is a surprise to me. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, people are coming in quick, man. I'm surprised. I like this. 7 people, man. 7 people. Yeah, Charles Oliveira has missed weight, man. He's been stripped of his title. Wow, this is a surprise to me, man. A very big surprise. Man, this changes the fight for me, especially because of betting on this fight. Because I was thinking about betting on this fight. I was going to bet on Charles Oliveira to win and beat Gaethje, but man, because I believe when it's tougher for a fighter to move down than to move up. When you got to make weight, it makes you weak. So if you're a fighter who moves up, you're going to have a better chance of winning than the fighter who's moving down. But I never thought that he was going to struggle to make the weight. I thought Gaethje would be the one that will struggle to make weight. So this is a big surprise for me, man. Yeah, I guess apparently he said, "Did this? What's up?" He said, "Did that ever happen in the UFC before?" Apparently, it never happened before. Now it happened with Robert Whitaker and Yoel Romero, but he was a challenger. Yoel was the challenger, and he didn't make weight, so he couldn't win the fight. He couldn't win the title even if he won. But the champion has never missed weight. I'm not sure if I got this right, but the champion has never missed weight. Yeah, like he's saying, it happened many times with challengers, but not the champ. Man, this is crazy. This is a crazy shit. This is crazy, man. He missed weight with 145 before too. Wow. Yeah, Charles Oliveira, he has a very skinny frame. He doesn't look like somebody who will miss weight. That's crazy. We said you hear about this heavy scale business. Yeah, I'm hearing the conspiracy theories that are coming out right now. But I see other fighters who struggle to make weight. But Oliveira is just a different situation. Yeah, it's definitely crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. This changes things because I'm looking to bet on these UFC fights. 'Cause I put a tweet about this. I'm looking for someone to help me bet on these fights. Like somebody could give me some advice on betting on fights. And I was looking to bet on Oliveira to beat Gaethje by submission in the second round. No, 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 not second. The third round, a third round submission. But seeing that he's struggling to make weight, when somebody's struggling to make weight, they can't throw their power is kind of compromised. Overall, they're compromised. So it's a tough situation for somebody who's making weight. Yeah, I think they. Let me see what y'all got to say. Some fighters were talking about it. Yeah, yeah, that weight situation. There's an example of that, right, in boxing with Oscar De La Hoya and Manny Pacquiao. Oscar De La Hoya, he was struggling to make that 140. He didn't have to make 147. He had to make 145, and he had to take IVs just to get to that weight. So that compromised him when it came to Manny Pacquiao. That's why that fight looked so bad because he was trying to make that weight. So when you have to make weight, it's way worse. It's much worse than trying to move up and fight a bigger guy. So if you're a bigger guy going down and fighting a smaller guy and having to make weight, it's much worse than moving up in weight and fighting a bigger guy because you're trying to make weight and you're losing a lot of energy and your punches are weaker. Because this is what I'm basing this off of what other fighters were saying. Yeah, I think that they doesn't. I think they doesn't want to sacrifice these two. I don't know, man, but I never thought Charles Oliveira. Like that one guy said, he did miss weight before, but I never thought that Charles Oliveira was the guy who will miss weight. He just looked skinny. I didn't think he was that type of. I didn't think he was that bigger guy. Like, there's a lot of guys who are bigger and they're trying to lose weight and they're trying to go down and make weight. Charles Oliveira he'd always seemed like a guy who was smaller. Yeah, it was just crazy. So yeah, this is maybe it'll help sell pay-per-views, but we'll see. But damn, man, this is gonna change my prediction right now. I'm thinking because my original prediction was gonna be Charles Oliveira by third round submission. But this changes things because, man, when you're struggling to make weight, you don't take punches as well. You can't throw that good. You're just compromised when you're trying to make weight like that. You're struggling. And we did kind of see that. I do believe with that Hamzat fight against Gilbert Burns, I truly believe that not Gilbert Burns, but Hamzat was struggling to make weight, and that made him a little weak when it came to his punches and how he took punches. He got knocked down like 2 or 3 times in that fight. That is a result of trying to make weight. That's why he was knocked down. Now, I'll give Gilbert Burns credit because Gilbert Burns is a strong puncher. He knocked down Usman in that fight with him. But when you're trying to make weight and you're like soaking all that weight down, it makes you weaker. So when you take a punch, you don't take it as well. So when you got to make that weight, man, it's going to compromise you. You said on prelims weighed in first, said the scale was heavy. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, the scales man, there's a lot of crazy shit going on right now. But this is all good for the drama when it comes to this fight. This all works in the UFC's favor. Do Bronx. I don't know what that means, but Taylor Skidmore. Let me know what that means. The whole conspiracy scenario doesn't work when it's only Oliveira and the other chicks miss weight. Oh, okay. Yeah, because Oliveira's a champion, so he's gonna get all the shine. Others made weight. No excuses. Yeah, there's no excuses. If you can't make weight and it compromises you, that's on you. Like people say, if a fighter, like you only lost because you couldn't make weight, well, the fight is not just the day of the fight. The fight is your training camp, even before your training camp. So if you're struggling to make weight, that's the fight. All that comes into play on the day of the fight. So it's all about your training camp, all about before your training camp, when you're preparing to make weight, all that comes into play. So this fight, man, shit. Gaethje, I believe Gaethje may win because if Charles Oliveira is struggling to make weight like that, he's going to be compromised. He may not take those punches as well because we've seen with Charles Oliveira, he tends to get knocked down. Like this has been a pattern lately. He'll get knocked down, he'll take the punches, but then he'll find a way to come back and submit the fighter or knock him out, like with the Michael Chandler fight and the Dustin Poirier fight. He was knocked down in both those fights, but he was able to come back. So with Gaethje, who's he's a much stronger puncher than, not much more than Chandler, but he's a stronger puncher than Dustin Poirier. Shit, man. He may get stopped. So that's how it's looking for me right now because he's compromised. It's a crazy situation that's going on right now. That's why I have to make a video. But just letting y'all know right now, I know this is a stereotype right now. This is a stereotype, but I'm frying chicken right now. I'm frying chicken. So I may have to leave the stream just for a couple of seconds to flip the chicken over and put it in the oven. I got some chicken in the grease right now. So I'm frying this chicken right now. I was not expecting to do this live stream, but I had to do it based on what's happening. So I may leave and check on this chicken right now that's in the grease and flip it and put it in the oven. So just let y'all know, when I leave, I'm going to come right back. Okay. So just keep y'all updated on that. Yeah, he does seem like a natural lightweight. He seems skinny. Like he doesn't seem like a big, bulky guy. Khabib is like a bulky guy. He seems like a big bone. Like he got big bones, right? Know how they say people are big boned? Khabib is big boned. Charles Oliveira, he's skinny boned. He looked like a naturally skinny guy. So I don't know what's going on. Like, what? Why would you miss weight? But somebody said earlier he missed weight at 145. So apparently he has some type of history with this. If he, let me see, if he beats Gaethje, then beats somebody else for the belt, that would be crazy. Yeah, because if he beats Gaethje, it's going to be vacant. He's not going to be the winner of the belt. So who else could he fight? It may be maybe a rematch if it's a close fight. He may reschedule it. So who else can he fight? Like if he beats Gaethje, who else can he fight? Oh, yeah, Islam. That's who he's gonna fight. Islam. So if he beats Gaethje, then it's gonna be a fight between Charles Oliveira and Islam MoXavier. I don't know how to say his last name, but it's gonna be a fight between those two for the vacant title. So that's not as sexy as Islam beating the champion, but it is what it is. Like Max Holloway says, it is what it is. It is what it is. Gaethje was already 166 while Oliveira was cutting weight and missing. Yeah, because I did watch the interview with Gaethje on Full Send on the Nelk brothers, and he was talking about how he's on a strict diet and he's very disciplined. He doesn't have cheat days because when it comes to fights, he has to make the weight. So he did talk about how he doesn't have cheat days. So I don't know, man. Why did Charles Oliveira miss weight? Because he just seems skinny. Like he always looks very skinny. So it's just weird to me. Oh, welcome, MMA Holes, man. Thank you, man. MMA Holes, man. Thank you for opportunities. I did this podcast recently. Man, he's been helping me out lately. I've been getting a lot of advice from the MMA Holes. Yeah, Oliveira is in the 5-timers club. Yeah, that's how I was looking, man. That's how I was looking. Yeah, but shout out to MMA Holes, man. I did this podcast recently. I'm been getting some advice from him. He's been a subscriber to my YouTube page for some time now. But yeah, man, follow his page right now. Really starting to hate the UFC's dirty games. Yeah, that's how I'm starting to get suspicious about certain things. We see this that's why people say, oh, we see this only in boxing. Like they'll say we only see this in boxing. No, this is in anything that involves money. When it comes to money, they're going to have conspiracy theories. You're going to have people who bend the rules just for people who could bring the money in. It's all about money. So they have to make sure this fight happens. But right now, it looks like it's looking like it's very legal because based on the rules, Charles Oliveira has to be stripped of that title. He can't win the title. He has to be stripped if he doesn't make weight. So that's based on the rules. And I know a lot of people, a lot of fans, most of the fans, they don't know the rules. Just like with Petr Yan and Petr Yan and Aljamain Sterling, most people, I'll say like 99% of the people didn't know that rule. So that's why they're freaking out over it. So this is another rule right here. If you don't make weight and you're a champion, you're going to be stripped of your title. That's what it is. You got to make weight. So apparently he's the first champion that didn't make weight that was stripped of his title. What's up, MA? Tom? I don't know how to say your name, but I do know you. I'm familiar with your name. I do know you. What's up? What else? Yeah, Charles will definitely be affected psychologically now that he ain't the champion officially no more. Yeah, that does say a lot. So I'm thinking like if anybody's betting on this fight, who y'all gonna bet on? So I was thinking about betting on these fights. I'm looking for somebody who could give me some advice on betting on these fights. So if I gotta put money on any of these fighters, these two fighters, Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje, who should I put money on? That's what I'm thinking about. Because I was going to put money on originally Charles Oliveira. Because I believe that he was going to get rocked by Gaethje, but he's going to find a way to survive come back and submit him. But now that I'm looking at this, that he's struggling to make weight like that, even though, know what? Khabib did struggle to make weight against Gaethje when he fought Gaethje. That was that whole Talgate controversy when people were saying that he didn't make weight. There was a controversy with that, but then Khabib came in there and just know what Gaethje was doing well in that fight. Like he was using his leg kicks to keep him away, but then Khabib eventually got to him and then choked him out. So I'm thinking, like, who should I put money on? Street thing. Your music is dope. Yeah, I definitely got to put out more remixes. But right now, I'm working on my business right now. I'm creating a staffing company. So right now, I'm trying to get all that stuff worked out. I'm filing my articles of organization, and I'm getting my business license for the company. Yeah, all the stuff. I got my location down. I just filed for my location. This company is going to be based in Nevada, just like the UFC. Most of their fights in Nevada. But yeah, I'm working on my staffing company right now. That's why I'm not putting out that much content, because I'm trying to get this done. And then I got to get my CCNA. So there's a lot of stuff I got to get done first. So if I get all this stuff in place first, and then I can make these remixes. So I just got to get things done first. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get back to the music. I don't know if anything like this happens at 155 with talks to Connor skipping the line. Yeah, Connor always made weight. You see Connor, how he looked at 145. He looked like a damn skeleton. He looked like Skeletor. You know, when you got when your eyes are sunken in, you can see your eye, your I'm gonna call it, when you see your eyeball skull, when you see your eye skulls, or I don't know what that's called, but when you can see your eyeballs sinking in like that, that's when you know you're struggling to make weight. When you look different. Or what's his name? Hamzat looked like that when he fought Gilbert Burns. Like his eyes were all sunken in. That's when you know you're struggling to make weight. What does Francis Ngannou think about this? No, he think this is a good fight. But Gilbert Arenas, not Gilbert Arenas, I said Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Burns have to keep his mental going. When I was in Cameroon going to America, it was a struggle. It was a struggle to make the way to Europe, to the sands, to all that stuff, in Cameroon. So if I can make it to Cameroon, you can make the way. It should be no problem. I'm trying to get my Ngannou impression down right. I'm really good with the Anderson Silva impression, but trying to get that Ngannou impression right. Just give me a second. I'm going to be right back. Like I said earlier, I'm cooking some fried chicken right now. Such a stereotype. I'm cooking some fried chicken. So I'm about to flip this fried chicken over, and I'm going to be right back. So just give me a second. I'm back. Yeah, just flipped over this chicken right now. I'll show you how the chicken look. It looks very good. Got some chicken, got some broccoli. Got some broccoli with some I got some nice broccoli. I got some vegetables to go with it. So it's looking pretty good right now. So I got that chicken right now cooking. I was not expecting to do this live stream, so after hearing about him missing weight, I had to do a live stream on it. But I'm cooking right now, so that's why I have to leave and flip that over, make sure it doesn't burn. So, man, I got eight people in right now. Winner of Islam versus Dariush or Conor. Poirier has to be in the mix too. Man, that's a very good fight between Islam and Dariush. That should have happened already, but Dariush got injured. That right there is a good fight right there for Islam, because people are hyping up Islam right now. He's supposed to be the next big thing. He's supposed to be the next Khabib. But if you beat Dariush, hopefully I'm saying his name right. If he beats Dariush, man, he's the truth right there, because Dariush is no joke. He's the shit. He's the shit. Best believe he's the shit. Poirier in the mix, yeah, possibly, but that lightweight division, they have a lot of good grapplers in that division. So I do believe Islam will beat Dustin Poirier, because I believe he'll find a way to survive the stand-up and he'll get him to submission somehow. So these submission guys are tough. What's up, my dude? Seems a little harsh, if true. Yeah, those are the rules, though. Those are the rules. And a lot of MMA fans got to realize these are the rules. Especially, that's what I'm saying, with the Petr Yan fight, not Peter Yan, Piotr fight, with Aljamain Sterling. Those are the rules. And I believe most fans don't know the rules. So when these rules are applied, they start spazzing out and they start going crazy. Like, what? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Well, because y'all don't know the rules. I don't even know the rules. I don't know all the rules. Like when that fight happened between Aljamain Sterling and Petr Yan, when he got hit with that illegal knee, I didn't know he was going to be stripped and that they're going to award Aljamain Sterling with the belt. I didn't know this. But then when you read the rules, you're like, oh, okay, now I see why. These are the rules that are applied. So if you're a fighter and you're with a camp and they're training you, they should let you know, okay, if this happens, you're going to be stripped of your belt. You should know this before going into a fight. Like Petr Yan should have known this. If you hit him with an illegal knee, you're going to be stripped of your title. This is something that you should be aware of. These are rules. This MMA is not a street fight. This is not a street fight. This is a competition. This is a sport. So you got to be aware of that. Bet you, even if Oliveira wins, they do Conor versus someone for the interim. Yeah, I don't know, man. They're really trying to push Conor. I don't know if it's going to sell, because Conor has been winning lately. His fight against Dustin Poirier, he lost 2 straight to Dustin. I don't know why they're even bringing him up like that. I know he's a top seller, but you got to win. I don't care how charismatic you are, how great of a talker you are, you got to win. You got to win. He has not been winning. His last fight was against Cowboy Cerrone. And it's not that big of a deal to beat him. So, Conor, you got to step it up. Salute, Maurice. Just thought I'd stop in. Love your lives, but not a good time now. Will you be doing live watch tomorrow, day of the fight? No, I'm not going to buy the pay-per-view for that. I did that last time, but it's like $100. I paid $100 last time, and I didn't. That was a fun time, though. That was a very fun time. That fight was great. The Hamzat fight against Gilbert Arenas. I keep saying Gilbert Arenas, man. Gilbert Burns. Hamzat fight against Gilbert Burns. And Aljamain Sterling versus Petr Yan. And the Volkanovski fight against Korean Zombie. That was a great card. Although the main event card was overshadowed by the Hamzat fight and the Aljamain Sterling fight. See, it was supposed to be Volkanovski versus Max Holloway. So if it was Max Holloway, that would have been a perfect card. Can you imagine if Max Holloway was fighting? That would have been a perfect card. That'd have been a great card. But yeah, salute. Thank you, King. Thank you. I don't know. I'm not going to say the rest of your name right there, but thank you. I appreciate it. Love you, Maurice Spears. Thank you, Joey. I appreciate it. I got these new glasses, man, but these glasses keep falling off my head right now. God, these glasses. I gotta get them tightened. They keep going down like this. Can't stand these fucking glasses. There you go. I thought you had 1.5 with the title weight. Yeah, I just got to look into it more. Squeaky Cheeks. He said Squeaky Cheeks. That name, Squeaky Cheeks. That name, man, Squeaky Cheeks. Okay. Man, you gotta be a rapper, man. You know what? You gotta become a rapper and come up with that name, Squeaky Cheeks. Squeaky Cheeks. That's the funniest name ever, man. Squeaky Cheeks. Oh my God. Yeah. You gotta become a rapper, man. That sounds like a rap name. My name's Squeaky Cheeks. Squeaky Cheeks. Like if Lil Nas X name was Squeaky Cheeks, it'll be funnier. Like Lil Nas X. My name is Squeaky Cheeks. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm very behind with these two. I'm getting a lot of that sucks, man. Stripped for half a pound. Gotta wonder how hard he tried to cut that leg. Yeah. People are saying like, it's just a half a pound. Y'all do gotta realize that he squeezed out everything. He squeezed everything out of his body to make that weight that he missed. So it's very hard to make that weight. So a half a pound, that's gonna damn near kill you. That will kill Charles Oliveira. So, man, it's a difficult weight to make, man, is being an MMA fighter. I feel like the toughest part of being an MMA fighter is making weight. Mo, you a legend. Thank you. I appreciate it. So you said put my money on Oliveira. So I should still put my money on Oliveira, although he struggled to make the weight limit. Yeah, that's a tough one right there. Where you got Gaethje, who's very strong, who's a knockout fighter, fighting a guy who struggled to make weight. And you know when somebody struggles to make weight, they don't take punches as well. So it's a tough one right there. It's a tough one. I thought Oliveira easy by sub because got submitted by Khabib. Yeah, Khabib seems like I'll say Khabib, the difference is Khabib seems like a more intimidating fighter. He's more intimidating than Oliveira. So I sense that Gaethje will be more intimidated by Khabib as opposed to Oliveira. So Oliveira could be a much better submission artist, but he's not as intimidating as Khabib. Because Khabib is undefeated. Nobody has beat him. So the stakes are higher than beating Oliveira. But we'll find out, man. We'll find out tomorrow. Yeah, didn't Khabib miss versus Ferguson? Well, he didn't miss, but there was some controversy with that, the tailgate thing. Well, didn't he miss versus? Yeah, he didn't miss. I think he pulled out that fight. Yeah, he pulled out that fight. It's tough to bet against Charles, compromise or not. Yeah. Yeah, with Gaethje, this is a tough fight, man. This is a tough fight. I'm not going to buy the pay-per-view, so I'm not going to do a live for that. I got to save my money right now. I'm starting this company. Follow me in my Instagram right now, Maurice_Spears. Follow me on my Instagram. I'm about to shout out my company that I created. It's a staffing company, so look out for that. Yeah, where's my water at? Gotta find my water. My throat is dry as hell. Pretty risky fight to bet on, in my opinion. Charles could get a KO. I don't see him getting a KO, but I do see him submitting him, putting him to sleep. Cool. Based out of where? Nevada. It's based out of Nevada. If you're talking about my business, it's based out of Nevada. Yeah, chicken sandwich. No, I'm gonna make a no. I'm not gonna make a chicken sandwich. I'm just gonna eat it. I fried it. I'm gonna cook it. And I got some broccoli and some kale. It's gonna be good though. It's gonna be a good meal. I got a lot of chicken right now. I'm frying it. I'm frying some chicken right now, buddy. I'm frying some chicken. I got a grip of chicken right now. So yeah, my girl's family live in Vegas. Yeah, a lot of people live in Vegas. Vegas is cheap compared to California. Right now I'm in California. I got family in Vegas, and my younger brother, recently moved to Texas, and so they're in Texas right now. So I want to be in Texas eventually. I'm looking to go to Texas and visit my brother and talk about his talk with his wife. Because they're very business minded right now. So I'm talk some business with them, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna drink. We're definitely gonna drink. Me and my brother are gonna drink, and I gotta be there during the football season because I'm a 49ers fan, so I gotta be there during the season. So I plan to be in Texas with my brother watching these football games, especially if the 49ers make the Super Bowl. If he makes the Super Bowl, I'm going to be in Texas and watch the Super Bowl with my brother. Would love to network with you on our American podcast. We are in LA. Oh yeah, this email me. My email is I'll post my email. I'll do any podcast. If it's a good podcast, if it's a serious podcast, I'll do a podcast. So K Carpenta, this is my email. Mojave. All right. That's my email right there. So check out that email and hit me up about that. Let me know the date. I'll do the date, and I'll let you know if it's a good day. I'll do it. All right. I thought Oliveira. Let me catch up on these chats. Yeah. Okay. So I put the email right there. So check out the email. Lots of growth out there. True. Eye sockets. Yeah, eye sockets, definitely. Eye sockets. Yeah, I didn't get the name right. It's eye sockets. So yeah, definitely eye sockets. Your eye sockets are sunken in like that. When your eye sockets are sunken in, you're struggling to make weight. So you can see ribs and all that. Ribs and your arms are bony. But if your eye sockets are sunken in, that lets me know you're struggling to make weight. Yeah, lost the title over 0.5. Yeah, over half a pound. But that's all he could get down to. Man, that's the worst part of being a UFC fighter is to making weight, making weight. The fight itself is easy. The fight itself is easy, but making weight is the most difficult part. Come on, Mo, be cool, man. I'll try to be cool. I'll try to be cool. Random Gilbert Arena shout out the lot master himself. Yeah, 'cause I got another page, right? I got Mo Spears music. It's a whole nother type of story that's going on with that page, but it involves Gilbert Arenas. So I mistake his name for Gilbert Burns. So it's Gilbert Burns. I keep saying Gilbert Arenas by accident. So follow my page, Mo Spears Music, and you'll know what's going on over on that page right now. It's the drama that's happening on that page that involves Gilbert Arenas. You'll know what's going on. That's why I keep mistaking his name because I always watched Gilbert Arenas back in the day when he was in the league. He's a beast though. Gilbert Arenas is a beast, and I grew up watching him, and that's why I always mistaking his name for Gilbert Burns. I keep saying Gilbert Arenas by accident. because I'm used to saying his name like that. Yeah, fried chicken and veggie. Yep, that's what I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking some fried chicken. I don't cook fried chicken that often. I don't eat fried chicken that often. I'm 38 years old right now. I can't eat fried chicken every day, or I can't eat fried chicken every week. I can eat fried chicken once a month. Most of the time, I'll just bake chicken and I'll like. I think a couple of days ago, I made some bison. I cooked some bison. I made some bison burgers and I made some lamb burgers. So I've been eating lamb and bison. So I'm starting to eat that type of meat. But every so often I'll cook some fried chicken. So right now I'm cooking some fried chicken. So it's frying right now. So I'll cook the fried chicken. I'll put in the grease, all the oil, whatever, and then I'll put it in the oven right now, like at about 200 degrees, and let it just cook slowly in the oven. So right now it's cooking slowly in the oven right now. Then I got some veggies. I got some broccoli, and carrots and cauliflower cooking right now, and it's good, man. It's gonna be good. I didn't eat anything today. I've yet to eat anything today. I've had no meals today, so I'm about to grub after this live stream. Just letting y'all know who is Maurice anyway. No, just yeah. So you're probably new to this page. I make remixes. I make a lot of remixes. So check out my remixes. Click on my channel and see the remixes that I make. So that's what I'm known for. I'm known for making remixes. Mariano the Dark Priest Alvarado. So check out my remixes. I make UFC remixes. The last one I put out was the Piotr Jan remix. But check out the other ones. I got a lot of big ones that I made a couple of years ago. I made the Nate Diaz I'm Not Surprised remix. I made the Khabib Send Me Location remix. I made a lot of Conor McGregor remixes. So check all those out. Another remix that's big is the Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder To This Day remix. So check those out. Man, I gotta get my bottle of water right now. My throat is dry right now. These are the only rules for title fights. You could be over 1 pound for non-title fights. Yeah. Yep. That's true. When you're the champion, when you're the champion, when you're the champion, you gotta make weight because you gotta set an example. You're the champion. So if it's a non-title fight, you could be 1 pound overweight. But if you're the champion, you got to make weight. So that's the situation that they're dealing with. Best card of the year so far. Yeah, that's debatable. The card that I bought, the fight with Hamzat versus Gilbert Burns, Piotr Jan versus Aljamain Sterling, and Korean Zombie versus Volkanovski. Man, just imagine if they had Max Holloway. That will be the card of the year. Only thing that was missing was Max Holloway. They put Korean Zombie in there instead. Because that main event, I remember watching that main event. Most people weren't hyped about that main event. The main event was Hamzat versus Gilbert Burns. Then the co-main event was Aljamain Sterling versus Piotr Jan. Most people didn't care about the main event. But it was entertaining. We got to see how great Volkanovski is. Like, man, this guy is very technical. Do you know who you are? I definitely know where I am right now. I'm in my apartment. As you can see, my wall doesn't look as bad as it used to look. I got it painted. I decided to paint my wall because it was raining in my apartment. And all the shit, my fucking ceiling was leaking. All the fucking rain was coming down, and it had like stains on my wall. So I don't know if y'all noticed it, but it was a lot of stains on my wall. But I painted it, so it's a nice white color. But in the future, I'm looking to buy my house. I'm looking to buy a house. My goal is to buy a house, have my garage, and then set up my podcast in my garage so I can have my own room. I can have a great background and all that stuff. So that's my goal. I'm working on that right now. That's why I'm focused on my business right now. So I just want to set certain things up. I want to get my house, turn my garage into a podcast studio, and let's take it to the next level. I'm still bouncing that Jackass remix hard. Yeah, the Jack. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people appreciate that Jackass remix. Jackass, dun 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 dun, dun. Jackass. He said, "Don't wear it out." Little squeak. Make a reaction to look. I don't know that, but I'll look that up. Max. Thoughts on Jen's the OG? Oh man, I don't know who that is. Let me know who that is, Jonas. J1, G1. Who's that? At 155? Yeah, his whole name was that Pulver? Yeah, just let me know. Put the full name on there. I'm just letting y'all know that I'm not the biggest MMA aficionado. Like I don't know everything about MMA. Like I don't keep track about every fighter. I do know a lot, but I don't know like more than most of these guys know. Especially lately because I've been working on other stuff. You should add a link to your IG in the video detail. Okay, I'll do that. Or I'll do that. Let me just a second. Underscore. All right. About to put my Instagram on here. All right, that's my IG right there. So thanks for the advice. All right, just a second. I'll be right back. I got to flip over this fried chicken. Like I said earlier, I got some fried chicken cooking. So I'm about to flip it over and put it in the oven. This is the final fried. I got the final 2 pieces of this fried chicken. I made about like 20 pieces of fried chicken. I made 20 pieces of fried chicken. All right. So I'm about to flip that over and put it in the oven about at 20 degrees and let it cook slowly in the oven. So I'm take out the grease, then put it in the oven. All right. So I'll be right back. So I'm not going to be gone for too long. So. I'm back. Got my water right now. Whew. Fried chicken looking good right now. All right, what else y'all got to say? All right, what else y'all got to say? You see, I miss the days where fat guys just got in the cage and started swinging. Yeah, those tough guy fights. You know, got fat people out of shape, swinging, and they get tired after the first 30 seconds. They're like swinging and shit. They be swinging and their heads are back like that. They be doing this right here. And they get tired. Like, remember back in the day with what's the name? Tank, the original Tank. Yeah, those were the days, right? When you were out of shape and you used to fight. You see honey on chicken? Oh, I didn't put the honey on chicken. I put a lot of lemon. So I got a lot of lemon. I bought some, not lemon, but limes. I bought some limes. I'm squeezing the lime on there. Because I really like lime on my chicken. I like the lime flavor. So, yeah. Would you ever do a UFC watch along? I think that would be fun. I did one for the last fight. I think UFC 273. I did a watch along. So check that out. The fight, I think it was UFC 273. Let me check. Yeah, it was UFC 273. So I did a live stream for UFC 273. But I paid like $100 for that fight. And yeah. I didn't really get nothing, no profits from it. I had a good time watching the fight. It was a great card. It was worth the money, but I didn't make any of that money back. But yeah, at the end of the day, I had a good time watching the fight. But it was a very entertaining fight. Ooh, Rosa Carla, man. I got Carla winning that fight. She's gonna win that fight. I think she's gonna find a way to win that fight in a boring way, right? She's gonna win in a way that people are gonna criticize her for. People are gonna get mad. They're gonna hate Carla for the way she wins this fight. And this happened with Gilbert. So here I'm gonna say it again. This happened with Gilbert Burns. When Gilbert Burns beat Wonderboy Thompson, how he just wrestled him down, like he just applied his wrestling. People are hating on Gilbert Burns. I don't know if y'all remember, he was getting a lot of hate for the way he beat Wonderboy Thompson. And I feel like Carla is going to do the same thing with Rose. She's going to win against Rose in a boring way to the point where people are going to start hating on Carla. She's going to be hated. So I predict that Carla's going to win that fight against Rose, but it's not going to be an entertaining fight. It's going to be a fight where she applies her wrestling. And this is not going to be an entertaining fight. People are going to get mad at Carla. They're going to say, like, all you did was wrestle her and keep her on the ground, and they're going to get mad at her. So I predict that's how it's going to happen with her. So I got Carla winning that fight by decision, where she applies her wrestling and she exploits Rose's wrestling, her takedown offense and stuff like that. So that's how I see that fight going. Yeah, Friday. It's definitely a Friday. Definitely Friday. It's Friday. Yeah, that's true. It's Friday and I'm frying. I was not planning on it being that way. Yeah, it's Friday and I'm frying. Yeah. What about grilled chicken? Yeah, I do make grilled chicken too. But today I'm making fried chicken. Yeah, grilled chicken. I make grilled chicken more often. But fried chicken, I'll do fried chicken maybe once a month, if that. But I try not to eat fried chicken too much because I'm 38 years old. In October I'm going to be 39. I can't eat fried chicken like that. Your high blood pressure, get heart attacks and stuff like that. So I got to start eating more grilled chicken. You're about to start eating deer meat and DMT. Not DMT though. I'm not gonna fuck with that DMT. But I do eat deer meat. I had some bison. I had bison and I had lamb. So I'm starting to eat more bison and more lamb. So my goal is when I get rich, when I start getting money, I want to buy a farm and I want to live next to somebody who hunts deer and who wants like animals, period, and who could skin it and gut it. I'm not trying to gut no animals, so I want to live next to somebody who will take care of all that stuff. So that's my goal, and buy from them. So if I live next to Joe Rogan, I'll be like, hey, Joe Rogan, hey, hook me up with some of this elk or whatever animal you just caught, and I'll buy it from you. Just hook it up. That's my goal right there. You doing intermittent? I'm doing intermittent fasting. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm definitely doing that. I've yet to eat today, so this is gonna be my first meal. Intermittent fasting for me is not that difficult. I feel like when you get older, when your metabolism when it slows down, intermittent fasting is not that difficult. It's more difficult when you're in your 20s. Hey, when you're going to do a live from your other channel? I'm going to do it pretty soon. So let y'all know from my other channel. I've been talking to Kwame Brown. We're cool right now. We're cool. We just talked today. So we're going to do. We're working on a deal right now. So I'll let y'all know when it's done. But we're still working on the details right now. So me and Kwame Brown are cool. We're cool. We're good. Everything's good. Everything's good. So just letting you know, as Kiro Moxie, that we're good. We have talked many times, and I'll do a live when everything is approved. Let's say that. Have you ever been noticed by one of the fighters you remixed? Yeah, I've been noticed by Yoel Romero. Jorge Masvidal knows my remix. Mike Perry, he noticed my remix. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else noticed my remix? I think that's it. That's all I know. I think those three fighters. So that's all I know about right now. But yeah, I believe more fighters noticed, but they didn't let me know that they noticed. He said Charles kind of deserves to get knocked out cold. This is the way he wrote that. It's funny, Bruce. I don't get it. He was 155.5, but you get that extra. Know what? Y'all got to realize that he tried very hard to get to that 155.5. He was struggling just to get to that point. Just to get a half a pound off is damn near death. Like he was near death just to get to 155.5. I got to realize how hard it is just to get to that point. What's going on with MMA right now is they need more weight classes. See, boxing has a lot of weight classes, but the downside of having that many weight classes is you're going to have too many champions. So it's going to be saturated. So you're going to have too many belts. With the UFC, also UFC, the less champions, the more it means. So with boxing, you got like 125, 130, 135, 140, 147, 154, 160, 168, 175, 168. I think 200. And then after that, it's heavyweight. So you have all these weight classes. So it doesn't mean as much. So the less weight classes, the more it means. So that's the problem with boxing. But it makes it easier for fighters to make weight. So with MMA, I would say not MMA, but the UFC in particular, because I don't know how the weight classes are done with Bellator. I know ONE FC, the way they do it, that you got to make the weight that you make the day of is the weight that you fight. So they have a different criteria. But with the UFC, man, it's tough for these fighters to make weight because certain fighters, they're kind of in that middle. Like Kevin Lee, he's in that middle area, right? So Kevin Lee is more of a 165 pounder. And that's how I feel like it's with Colby Covington. Wait, he fights at 170, right? 170? Yeah. So Colby Covington's a 165er. Kevin Lee is a 165er. Gilbert Burns is a 165er. These are fighters who or more of a 165-pound fighter. And John Jones, right? John Jones, he's not a 205 type of fighter. He's more of a, if they had a 215-pound weight class, John Jones is a 215-pound weight class type of fighter. He's a cruiserweight. So, because John Jones is not really a heavyweight type of fighter, because he's not that, like, he's not, it's not like he's knocking people out or nothing. So John Jones is not a heavyweight. He's a more like if they had a weight class between heavyweight and light heavyweight, between 205. New rule? No, they're not gonna create a new rule. He missed the weight. Like, those are the rules. You missed the weight, you get stripped. So doesn't care about your feelings. Your feelings, if you feel like Charles got fucked over, it doesn't matter. He missed weight, he gets stripped. Those are the rules. That's how it is. Yeah. Let me see what you got to say. Every champion has done it. So I guess, yeah, that's what it is. You miss weight, you get stripped. Those are the rules. You're the champion. You're being held at a higher standard than the challenger. And even the challenger, if he doesn't make weight, even if he wins, he doesn't get the belt. So it's actually on the same playing field. You miss weight, you don't get the belt. That's what it is. So y'all come up with your conspiracy theories, people getting their feelings, talking about, well, this happened or whatever. If you don't make weight, you don't get the belt. What? Let me see what's going on. Same where I'm trying to click on this. What's happening? Here we go. But you get 0.5 allowance at championship weight. Do you? I gotta look that up. I don't think so. No, you do get it. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't get allowance. They'll let you weigh in again, but you don't get not as champion. No. Non-title fight, you get allowance. In a non-title fight, you do, but not for a title fight. I don't think so. Yeah, he failed. He didn't make the weight. So all Charles Oliveira could do is win the fight. Then he's going to fight whoever's next. It's going to likely be Islam for the vacant title. But if Gaethje wins, which, shit, man, if you're struggling to make weight like that, you're compromised. Your chin is compromised. Yep, like he said, you got to be strictly on weight if you're a champion. And that's why a lot of fighters like Khabib, I feel like Khabib retired mainly because of that weight struggle, just to make the weight. There's a struggle to make that weight. So he didn't want to have to deal with making that weight. So, but I never expected this with Gaethje. I mean, not with Gaethje, with Charles Oliveira. He just seems skinny. Like Khabib seems like big boned. Like he seems more muscular. But with Charles Oliveira, he seems like a skinny guy. So it's a surprise to me. It's just very. But like some guy said earlier, he missed 145 before. What city are you going to buy a house in? Well, I talked to somebody recently, asked Carol. Memphis, Tennessee. I'm looking at Memphis, Tennessee. Possibly Texas, but Texas is a hot spot right now. So the prices, the housing market is going up. So I'm looking to buy a house somewhere where the price is low, just like anybody else. So somebody told me Memphis, Tennessee. Somebody who's a subscriber on Maurice Spears music. I'm doing my research right now, so trying to set certain things up. I'm definitely looking at Memphis, Tennessee. My goal is to buy apartment comp, like a multiplex, rent it out to people and make money that way. That's my goal. So I'm just getting things in order right now. It's a lot of stuff I got to do. So I want to start making the remixes, but I got to take care of my business first. So I'm trying to set this business up and, just bring in the money like that. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's the name I was thinking about. Yeah. You said Jen's Pulver dummy. You call me a dummy. Yeah, I do feel like a dummy not knowing that. Has there been any other champion who missed weight before? I know contenders. No, I don't think there's never been a champion who missed weight. Khabib came close. Who else came close to missing weight as a champion? I don't know. Donald Cerrone. He's like, this is the last time I'm gonna put my cowboy boots on. This is the last time I'm gonna put my cowboy boots on. So this is the last fight for Donald Cerrone. Y'all listen to that podcast with on Joe Rogan with what's his name? Bobby Green. Bobby Green, right? Let me make sure I got the name right. Bobby Green. I think it's Bobby Green, whose dad was in prison. Just give me a second. I'm looking up. I'm looking it up on my phone right now. Bobby Green. Yep. Bobby Green, right? He did a podcast on Joe Rogan. He was talking about Donald Cerrone. And he said Donald Cerrone said something to him that he can't get over. And he said he's going to tell Joe Rogan about this off air. Y'all remember that? Y'all listen to that podcast? He said something about Donald Cerrone said something to him that he didn't like. And I believe it was something racial because I've been seeing some YouTube videos and we've been hearing a lot about Donald Cerrone and it involves that. So I want to know more about that. What did Donald Cerrone say to Bobby Green? Hmm. But Donald Cerrone is a legend. You know, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, and he has always done his thing. He has always put on entertaining fights, and like I said, I don't get emotional about that stuff unless it's been said to me. But he's a legend, and I will vote for him to be in the Hall of Fame based on his impact. Yeah, love your Tony Ferguson song. Yeah, man, thank you. I made two Tony Ferguson songs. I got to make another one. I feel like I could do better with a Tony Ferguson song. I feel like I could make a better one. When I get time, I want to put out a better version. If he wins tomorrow night and he says something like crazy, I'm definitely going to make a remix. I'll try to squeeze out a remix. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I think I have Carla too. She did beat her before. She's going to win in a boring fight. It's going to be a boring fight. People are going to be mad at her. They're going to hate on her. It's going to be one of those type of fights where she just takes her down, keeps her down, does enough to stand up. What's Velvet Underground? Let me look that up. Velvet Underground. The rock band is a rock band. Are you talking about a rock band or what are you talking about, Jonas G1? If you want me to look up this rock band, I'll look it up. You know, I like looking up new artists. Well, they're not new artists. They've been around for a long time. All right, so I am back. All right, all right, all right. Y'all can see me. Y'all can see me. Y'all can see me. Y'all can see me. So I got two people in here. So I'm back. To let y'all know I'm back. I didn't listen to the whole podcast. Just cut the YouTube off. Bobby Green and his dad and the story about surviving the prison. Yeah, I mean, that was a great story, man. That was a great story with Bobby Green and his dad. It was a lot. The entire stream was very good. I listened to that entire podcast. I was driving to Vegas, to Las Vegas, for my brother's going away party. I listened to the entire podcast on my way to Vegas, and it was a very entertaining podcast. Bobby Green does interrupt a lot, but it was very entertaining. Bobby Green is very entertaining, and yeah, he did say some stuff about Donald Cerrone that he wanted to talk to Joe Rogan about in private, and it was very interesting. But let me catch up to these comments right now. Yeah, my fucking internet connection is horrible. I just hooked up my Ethernet cable right now, so I'm not using Wi-Fi. Using my Ethernet. It decided to cut off. I'm like, damn. AT&T, man. I'll look up a better service. Cause AT&T tends to do this. AT&T will just slow down my service. Like when it comes to my bill being due, it'll start slowing it down. And they'll do shit like that. I don't find fasting hard because I don't eat when I sleep and work, which is around 16 hours a day, and then I can enjoy my food. Yeah, that's true. I feel like eating is hard. It's harder to diet when you're at home as opposed to being at work. Like if you're busy, you don't need to eat if you're busy. That's why my experience. You don't need to eat when you're busy. So if you want to lose weight, get busy. Get busy, get busy, get busy. Work on a lot of stuff to the point where you forgot about eating. You're like, damn, I didn't eat today. So if you're that busy, you're gonna lose weight. So I actually kind of gained my weight back a little bit. I got down to 216, 216 pounds about like 3 months ago. Now I'm at like 236. I gained my weight back, unfortunately. Oh yeah, let me see. I seen this comment right here. He paid $2. So Aqua Jimmy, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Who is your pick on Ferguson versus Chandler? I got Chandler win that fight. Chandler's going to win that fight. It's going to be sad for Tony Ferguson. I feel like Tony Ferguson is like Tyron Woodley. He's going to be the next Tyron Woodley. You're getting all these killers. You're getting all these tough fights stylistically on your downside. Right now, Tony Ferguson is on the downside right now. He's kind of going down. He's getting older. And I know Tony Ferguson is not going to like what I got to say. Let's say he somehow is watching the stream. He's not going to like what I got to say, but it's true. You get to that age when you're 37, 38, you're on the downside right now. And he's getting all these guys who stylistically are his kryptonite. And this is what happened to Tyron Woodley, right? He was a champion. He fought Usman. Usman was his kryptonite. Then he ended up fighting Gilbert Burns, his kryptonite. Kobe Covington, his kryptonite. All these guys who are younger and who could wrestle, they kind of exploited his weaknesses. So this is what's going on with Tony Ferguson. I got Tony Ferguson losing this fight against Michael Chandler. I don't see him winning. Michael Chandler's on a losing streak too, but I just see Michael Chandler win this fight. Because Tony Ferguson is weak against, like Tony Ferguson is not difficult to hit. And I see Michael Chandler hitting him a lot. And I see him stopping him. They're going to stop the fight. It's going to be like the Gaethje fight. So thank you, Aqua Jimmy, for the $2 chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate a lot of stuff. So just letting you know I answered that. My dream is to have a farm in later life. Yeah, to have a farm. I want to have a farm too. When you have that farm life, No, man. I don't know about having a farm because I don't want to gut animals and stuff. I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to gut the chicken and break the neck. I wasn't raised to do that. I was raised in a life where the chicken's already dead, the chicken's already gutted, the chicken's already ready in a package, and you just fry that shit up. I wasn't raised on having to, pluck the feathers and do all that shit. So that's something I got to get used to doing. I could see myself getting used to it, but I don't know, man. I see myself living next to somebody who could do that for me, and I'm buying the meat from them. Yeah, good to know everything. Yeah, everything good. Everything is good between me and Kwame Brown. Yeah, we've been talking. We're working on a deal right now. We're working on a deal with our song, so we'll let y'all know when everything's complete. I don't know if y'all know on my other page, Maurice Spears Music. There's some drama that happened. Somebody, claimed my songs and try to say that I try to. I don't know. It's all this kind of craziness, but I wasn't involved with it. Somebody did it and made me look bad on their behalf. People think I'm backstabbing Kwame Brown and all that stuff, which isn't true. 100% false. So on my Maurice Spears page, I'm going to do a live eventually. Once everything gets settled, I'm going to do a live and I'm going to explain everything that happened. So, people hit me up saying you backstab Kwame Brown and all that stuff. 100% false. I never sold no music to this guy or that guy. Never happened. So, this page is for UFC and MMA stuff, so I'm going to speak on that right now. I came late to the chat, but I must say, if Charles Oliveira got stripped, then that's what he gets. He was talking hella noise about Khabib, and I didn't know that he was talking shit about Khabib and Islam. I gotta look that up. Both, Khabib has struggled to make weight too. I don't know if Islam struggled to make weight. Yeah, that's why they need 165. Kobe, Dustin, Bronx. Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, maybe Kobe could be at 165. Because right now he's talking about if I was a true one, I'm too small for 170 and all that stuff. I'm like, look, you lost to Usman. All your last 3 wins have come against fighters who have come off of 2 straight losses. So your wins aren't looking impressive. But if you could go at 165, maybe that could ease some things for you. Maybe you won't be so undersized because a lot of people are claiming that he's so small. So maybe a 165 division will be better. It will be better for you. That's only for if you're a contender. Let me catch up to these comments. What do you think about if Shogun's still fighting? Do you think he could be like Oliveira and get no. Not Shogun. Wait just a second. Here's my water. I don't know how these people do it, how they talk this long and not get thirsty. I get dry mouth, man. Whew. I don't see Shogun doing that. I don't see Shogun being a guy who finds a way to win the title again because he has taken a lot of damage. I'm talking about a lot of damage, and y'all seeing how the amount of damage he has taken with John Jones. He took a lot of damage with John Jones, and then he took that damage with I think he had Fight of the Year with Dan Henderson. I think it was Dan Henderson. Let me look that up. Yeah, it was Dan Henderson. Shogun Hua. Y'all remember Shogun Hua when he went against Rampage? How he was just kicking him? He was doing those kicks in Pride. Shogun Hua in Pride was a beast. He was kicking the shit out of the Rampage. He fucked Rampage up. Yeah, it was the Dan Henderson fights. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, when he fought Dan Henderson, my ear itching. Sorry if I'm not professional right now. I'm picking my ear. Yeah, when he went against Dan Henderson, man, that was Fight of the Year. But he was a beast in Pride, kicking the fuck out of people with soccer kicks. You can't do soccer kicks now in the UFC. If you miss weight as champion, you're not champion. Yeah, you're not champion. If you miss weight as a champion, you can't defend your belt as a champion. No emotions involved. All right, y'all gotta look at this with zero emotions. I like Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira is very likable. I feel like he's one of my favorite fighters right now. He's very likable, but taking emotions out of it, you can't be the champion anymore if you don't make the weight. It's a different standard. If you're a contender and you miss weight, yeah. I mean, if you're going against another contender, you can still fight. But if you're a contender going against a champion and you miss weight, you can't contend for the championship belt anymore. So when it comes to the championship, there are higher standards. So take emotions out of it. This is about the standards that they place on the champion. And this happened with Yoel Romero when he went against Robert Whittaker when they fought. If Yoel Romero, if he defeated Robert Whittaker, he wouldn't get the belt. So if y'all know the rules, it's not a big deal. It's just what it is. Memphis is meant to be beautiful. I've been told it's full of culture. Yeah, I got to go to Memphis. I got to try their food. Try those ribs over there. Man, I got to try those ribs. But I'm going to hit up Texas with my brother Aaron. I'm going to be in Texas pretty soon. I don't know how soon, but I'm definitely going to be there during the football season to visit and watch the game with my brother. And he's going to cook some food. We're going to eat. So I'm definitely going to try some of that Texas food. So we'll see. Yeah, DC almost was weight. Yeah, he had the whole Towelgate thing going on. Like he held down against the towel. Then Hamza did it. Hamza did the same thing. But I can understand DC because he was moving down from heavyweight. So if you're a heavyweight and you're going down to 205, I can understand how hard that is to make weight. And he had those sunken in, his eye sockets were poking out. So, when your eye sockets are showing, that means you're really fucked up. When you look different. So imagine me trying to cut weight and you see my face, my eye sockets poking out. Bronx is a natural high, lightweight. He probably a middleweight. Yeah. Usman dad was in prison. Yeah, his dad was in prison. He came out and he got to see Usman fight again. Yeah. Usman's dad. Yeah, I like the fact that his dad gets to see his son win a fight. His son win a title. Let me drink some water. Losing my voice. This dude said phony Cerrone. He said phony Cerrone. What did he say? Phony Cerrone. Yeah, I've been hearing that he's a fake cowboy. He was raised a rich kid. Donald Cerrone was raised a rich kid, and that he's not a real cowboy. I've been reading about that. I'm not sure if that's true, but I've been reading about that. But he kind of elaborating on that. Phony Cerrone. That's a funny name. Yeah, definitely hit the like button. Ask Carol Moxie. You know what? Speaking of, because she got the storm picture on her profile, right? So when X-Men comes out, I want to have a conversation with Ask Carol about X-Men because she's a fan of X-Men, just like I am. Doctor Strange, I'm looking at it. It doesn't look good. It sucks to me. A lot of these MCU movies they don't look good. The last good MCU movie was Infinity War. After that, it went down. Endgame to me was garbage, and all the other movies after that were garbage. They're okay, I would say, not garbage, but they're okay. Infinity War was the last great MCU movie, but now they're Disney movies. Now they're for families. They're like Pixar movies now. So I don't want to go on a rant about that. I'll create another page talking about comic books, but this page is about MMA and UFC. So let me stick to that. I believe Donald Cerrone's a bit racist, not totally, but there's a video of him saying, "Yeah, I've seen that video," and that's what I believe Bobby Green is talking about. He said some questionable things, right? He said some questionable things. Now, if you follow my page, you will know if you're a white guy and you're going for the white fighter, I don't consider that racist. That's not racist to me. Just like if I'm black and I'm going for the black fighter, that's not racist. I feel like you should, if you're white and there's a white fighter who's doing good, I don't have no problem with you going for the white fighter. It's natural. That's tribal. So that's not my issue. But if you're doing things like what Donald Cerrone is being accused of, that's a problem. But I don't believe if you're white and you're going for the white fighter, I don't think that's racist at all. I actually like watching fights with people like that. If you're a white guy and you're watching a fight with me and you say you're going for the white fighter, I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with that. That's not racist to me. That's just being like somebody looks like you know. That's always been my opinion. So if you're around me, I'm open about that. But if what I do, like let's say if I'm going against a fighter, right? If there's a black fighter and a white fighter fighting, and I'm going for the black fighter, the white fighter beats the black fighter, I'm going to give credit to the white fighter. Look, I was going for the black fighter, but the white fighter beat the black fighter. I'm going to give you your credit. You did it. I'm not going to come up with all these excuses and trying to talk about accuse them of being on steroids and all that stuff. No, I'm going to give you your credit. Now, with like let's say for example, Stipe when he fought Francis Ngannou. Now, I was actually kind of going for Stipe because I felt like Stipe was getting fucked over. The UFC was fucking over Stipe. They wanted Francis Ngannou to be the champion. So I was kind of going for the white fighter. I was going for Stipe. And when Stipe beat him, there's no excuses because we all knew Francis Ngannou was he wasn't that good at when it came to wrestling. He started his UFC career off late. So Stipe exploited that. But then we seen Ngannou, he worked on that and he capitalized on that in the rematch. So just letting y'all know when it comes to all this, racial stuff, if you're a white guy and you're going for a white fighter, I do not consider that racist. It's not at all. Just like if a black guy like myself, if I go for a black fighter, that's not racist. It's just not. Like a Mexican guy goes for a Mexican fighter. It's just being proud of your heritage, I would say. So it's not racist to me. But what I'm hearing from Donald Cerrone when it comes to Bobby Green, he said some racial stuff. He said some racial stuff to Bobby Green. And if you look up the video, if you put Bobby Green and Donald Cerrone, look into it. He did say some stuff. And I believe Donald Cerrone may have said some certain things to Bobby Green. But he had the discussion with Joe Rogan after the podcast. If you look up the podcast, he did say that. Can't lie, something isn't right with me. I'm hearing stuff about the scales being. Yeah, I heard about that. I gotta look into it some more, man. I gotta listen to it some more. I gotta look into it. So we'll find out. Yeah, it is. No conspiracies. What's going on? But Charles Oliveira, he's always been a skinny frame guy. So it's just weird to me. I didn't listen to the whole podcast just to cut on YouTube. Bobby Green and his dad and the story about surviving prison. Yeah, it was a very good podcast, man. I was listening to it when I was going to Vegas. It was very entertaining. Bobby Green is an entertaining guy. He's like, and he kept bringing up the styles, right? The style, Joe Rogan. It's the style. The style. It's the style. Like, y'all listen to it, y'all know what I'm talking about. He kept talking about the style. Nate Diaz said the N-word too. Yeah, Nate Diaz did say the N-word. Nate Diaz did say the N-word. He said it around black people too. I'll tell people about this, right? This is my opinion, right? If you're a white guy or a Hispanic guy, I'll tell you this. Just be smart about saying the N-word. So let's say you say it around a black guy, he's cool with it, like he's cool with saying the N-word. That doesn't mean you got to say the N-word around another black guy that you don't know, because not everybody is going to react to that the same, right? Just because one black guy is cool with you saying the N-word, that doesn't mean another black guy is going to be cool with you saying the N-word. Like when I used to work in a warehouse, this older black guy, he didn't like anybody saying the N-word. He like, if you're black, if I said the N-word, he'll get pissed off. If you're white, he'll get pissed off. He don't like anybody saying the N-word. So it just depends on who. That's what I'm saying. You got to be smart with it. Just if I will give you some advice, just don't say it at all. I don't say it. So just be smart when you say it. You in this country, you can say anything you want. If you want to say the N word, you can say the N word. You're not going to go to jail over it, but you can't control people's reactions to it. If you say it at a job you're working at, you could get fired, but you're not going to go to jail over it. So just realize that has nothing to do with free speech. It's just you can say what you want in this country, but people's reactions to it you can't control. So yeah, Nate Diaz did say the N word, and he actually said it in front of black people. I've seen this before. I've seen other Hispanic people say the N word in front of black people, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. It depends, man. You just gotta be smart with how you do it because just because certain black people are cool with it doesn't mean other black people are gonna be cool with it. So that's what I'm that's what I'm saying. He says he says I remember that story, the cave dive story. Did a funny video, but I gotta check that out. Yeah, he was talking about he was in a cave. I was in a cave and I was about to die. It was a great story though. It was a great story. But yeah, I don't want Cerrone's legacy to be tainted by that stuff like that. Like I said, I don't have no hate towards Donald Cerrone. So hopefully it's not something that's going to taint his legacy. He did his thing, man. He did his thing. Yeah, that'd be down if Cowboy was down low racist. Yeah, he said some questionable things, man. But um, if he just says, I'm not going to judge him based on that. I like him as a fighter. So I don't get emotional over that stuff. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't get emotional over that stuff. I see fighters. I don't want to get. I'm not the type of guy who gets personally invested in a fighter. So if you're a great fighter, I like to judge you based on how you are as a fighter, not who you are in your personal life. Because we're all flawed. Like we make mistakes. We all say things we should not have said. We all grow. Or we get older. We all grow. So I don't want to judge somebody based on what they said in the past. He could grow from that. So that's why I said. And I said the same thing with Joe Rogan. When Joe Rogan made his comments when he said the N-word thing. And I don't think the N-word was that bad. What was bad, what was worse was what he said about the Planet of the Apes comment. Like he compared us to Planet of the Apes. And then he said, certain things like on the movie Get Out, when they're talking about how the perfect being is a guy with a black body and a white mind. That's the perfect being. You know what I'm saying? You got the white mind is supposed to be smart, and then the black body is supposed to be, very physically superior. So, people push that stuff. I don't like that stuff. To me, was worse than him saying the N-word. But I'm not like I'm just moving on from that stuff. I believe he made a mistake. He moved on from it. He said, "Okay, I fucked up. Let's move on." And I believe most people are moving on. Most people are moving on from it. But of course, you get those SJWs, those social justice warriors, who want to keep that narrative, keep pushing that narrative to divide people. Great channel. I always remember watching it on PC, so never subscribe. But now it's a good time. Yeah, thank man. Subscribe. I'm thinking about with these remixes, I gotta really bring something new to the table. I gotta bring something new to the table. I gotta bring something amazing to the table. And I said this earlier, I think last year. I said I got some editing software. I got After Effects and all this new software. So I want to bring on a new type of remix with even better edits. I'm seeing the way what's that page? Vigio. The way they do their edits. I want to take my edits to the next level or do something crazier. So I do need to step it up. Yeah, Justin getting that belt. Yeah, he might get that belt, man. I don't know what that means, but most influential of all time. He said Tony's about to lose 4 in a row, man. That's gonna be sad. There's a possibility that he may lose 4 in a row. Mm. Yeah, because they putting him up against. If he fought Nate Diaz, then I could see him beating Nate Diaz. But Michael Chandler's been losing lately, but he's still strong. I feel like he's still strong. He's just been getting a lot of tough competition. He's been getting a lot of tough competition. Oh, I'm just catching up these comments right now. He comes back, and that's my feelings about Velvet Underground. Yeah, get the likes up. Get the likes up. More people can see this live. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Yeah, I got 6 people in here right now, but no, 6 is still good. Those 6 people, I want to entertain these 6 people. Now I was at 5, but I want to entertain these 5 people. So it doesn't matter if there's one person in here. It could be 0 people in here, and I'm going to still talk my shit. I don't know who's that. Who? Let me know who that is. Wet Moist. These names y'all come up with, man. Wet Moist. And that other guy, he had a funny name. I forgot his name, but yeah, let me know. I don't know who that is. Chandler's on a different losing streak. Chandler's a beast. Yeah, his first fight was against God, what's his name? Izzy's friend. What's his name? Shit, I forgot. The guy, he knocked him out. That was his first fight. Then he fought Charles Oliveira and lost by second round KO stoppage. Then he fought, so he's only on a 2-fight losing streak then. Then he fought Justin Gaethje. So he's only on a 2-fight losing streak. It's not that bad. But if he loses three in a row. Yeah, if he hurts Tony bad, yeah. Yeah. That's not a good stylistically. Tony Ferguson's they throwing everything at Tony Ferguson. Yeah, weight cuts are dumb. Yeah, that's why. No, I really like ONE FC. ONE FC is pretty good. I enjoyed that match with Demetrius Johnson. Shit, I forgot his name. But Demetrius Johnson's last fight, I really enjoyed that. And there's a lot of ONE FC fights that are very good. So ONE FC, I see that lasting. I see that being a organization that lasts. That's a very good organization. Yeah, it is sad to hear what happened to Charles. Yeah. But when you're the champion, the standards are higher. So you got to make that weight, bro. You got to make that weight. Yeah, we need another Marvin Vittori remix. Yeah, I like that remix. That's one of my favorite remixes. The Marvin Vittori. People are a little weird about it because it was kind of loud. I tried to make some type of rock, heavy metal type beat for it, and I really enjoy that remix. That's one of my favorite remixes. But people are a little weird about it. They didn't get it because Vittori was screaming. So when you're screaming, I feel like the beat that I got to put on there, it has to be some type of hardcore beat. So that's why I made a hardcore beat for it. Although the P Order Y'all, when he was screaming, I made it an R&B remix, but the way he was screaming kind of came off a little fluffy. I'll say a little fluffy. That's why I had to add a R&B remix to that. But Vittori, it was a very aggressive scream, so I had to add a heavy metal type of beat to it. And I feel like that's one of my best. And it had a guitars and all that shit to it. That was a very good beat. But thank you. Thanks a lot. Oh, we're talking about what Bobby Green had to say about Cerrone on Joe Rogan. I'm surprised you think Doctor Strange doesn't look good. I personally think it's visually stunning, and usually think it were terrible with this one. It looks good. The special effects look great, but I will say I want better choreography and I want a better storyline. It doesn't look interesting to me, and I'm very concerned about Disney when it comes to the MCU. I'm very concerned, especially with my comic book franchise. I like X-Men. X-Men is my favorite comic book franchise. I love X-Men. And I just feel like they're going to fuck it up. They're going to make it, I feel like they're going to make Wolverine weak. They're going to probably make them all, soft like they did Hulk. It's just my opinion. I just feel like they're going to mess it up. I was excited about it at first, but then lately I've been seeing these MCU movies. The last good MCU movie to me was Infinity War. Infinity War was the last good one. I love Infinity War. I watched Endgame. I was very hyped up for it. I went to the theater and watched it. I was disappointed. Endgame was whack to me. Endgame was trash. I was watching that last scene, when he said Avengers Assemble. That scene was garbage to me because they're just throwing all this CGI in there. They're just throwing random shit in there. They're throwing all the characters in there. It wasn't good. The fight that I liked the most on the Avengers on Infinity War when they fought Thanos on Titan. Y'all remember that fight on Titan? And then Star-Lord came up with a plan. Because Star-Lord is good at he's good at coming up with plans. So like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. You're gonna go over here, you're gonna hit Thanos this way. We're gonna come up with Doctor Strange, you're gonna come in, you're gonna come up with a portal, go through there. Wait, I'm gonna hit him, go through the portal, and this is gonna happen. That's what I like about Infinity War when they came to that fight on Titan, on the planet Titan. You know, the part when Thanos, he got the moon came down, and that was the best fight in there. And on Endgame, at the end, when they threw all those characters in, that scene was garbage to me. That was not a good scene because they're just throwing characters in there, and it looked too fake. It looked too CGI-ish, and I did not like the fact that Captain America got to use Thor's hammer. Like, I know they're kind of hyping it up, but why would you let him use his hammer? That's Thor's hammer. And I thought Hulk was going to do more. It was just, I don't want to rant too much on this, man. That's why I created Mohouse Media, so I could talk about all that shit. My issues with the MCU. I feel like it disappointed me, man. It disappointed me. I don't like these Spider-Man movies. They come out with too many Spider-Man movies. It's just too much. And then Blade is going to be PG-13. We'll see. Well, let me get to these questions. Hi from Russia. Yeah, thanks, man. What's good? Yeah, Russia. I got to visit Russia when everything calms down. I'm looking forward to visiting Russia and see how things are there. I want to see how those Russian women look. I want to go to some Russian clubs. What's up, Lenavec? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, Hooker. Yeah, that's who it is. Hooker. That's who went against. Hooker went against Michael Chandler. Knocked out Hooker. Then he proceeded to lose against Oliveira. Then he lost against Gaethje. Now he's going against Tony Ferguson. How you feel they treated? Yeah. How do you feel about how they treated the Hulk? You talking about MCU? Yeah, they fucked the Hulk up. Made him weak. Made him like a comedic character. They made him a comedy character. They made him soft. I thought he was gonna get revenge against Thanos. When on Infinity War at the beginning, Thanos fucked Hulk up. I mean, he was like an MMA fighter when Hulk was at the beginning of Infinity War. Thanos fucked Hulk up like an MMA fighter. He was throwing hooks. He's like ducking the fights and shit. Hulk threw a hook. Thanos ducked it, slammed his ass and shit. Thanos fucked Hulk up, man. He used technique and all that shit. And I thought Hulk was going to get revenge against Thanos at the end of it. And Hulk didn't do shit. Hulk was just like, what the fuck? You throwing jokes here and there? You're a stand-up comedian now? You're supposed to be Hulk. Like, what the fuck? And then in Infinity War, he could never change it to Hulk. Like, he kept like trying to change it to him. So I thought they're building something up. I thought it was going to be like Dragon Ball Z. Remember Dragon Ball Z with Gohan? I'm getting nerdy now. They're building it up. Gohan, you'll see flashes of Gohan's powers, right? Like he'll freak out, he'll go crazy, he'll go in a rage, fuck somebody up. And then we finally got to see how he is when he fought Cell. I thought they were going to do that with this movie. I thought Hulk was going to go crazy. Black Widow, when she died, I thought he was going to find out about that and just go nuts and just fuck everything up. None of that shit happened. I'm like, none of that shit happened. It just made him this funny character. So that's my opinion. Hello from Slovakia. What do you think about Charles Oliveira? I like Charles Oliveira, but he didn't make weight, so he has to be stripped of his title. When you're the champion, the standards are higher. So he fucked up. He didn't make the weight. But how's it in Slovakia? I want to go to so many places. I want to go to Slovakia. I want to go to Russia. I I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to Japan. These are places. I got my where is that? Yeah, I got my passport right here. So I'm looking forward to traveling. Definitely traveling. So I want to go to these places. I want to go out the country. Yeah, MCU sucks overall. I like Guardians, Iron Man, Infinity War is good, but then yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was good at first. Like I feel like they kind of got things good. Like Iron Man was good. It kind of got things back. Like they got the costumes right. They kind of got everything right. But then once Disney bought it, when Disney bought it, that's when it kind of started going down because they make these movies for families. Superhero movies has always been geared towards teenagers, or let's say 16 to 35 years old. That's the age bracket. But lately, once Disney bought it, it has been like they've been marketing towards 8 year olds, like families. So it's usually Pixar type movies, and they're throwing all these jokes in there. So the movies to me they're not good no more. Avoid England. We ain't got shut here. Oh shit. Oh, just a second. I gotta let me check on this chicken. So I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Just a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Whew. Yeah, I got some good looking chicken, man. I got some good fried chicken I made. I made some fried chicken. Um, the key is, well, I found out, my sister told me actually about this. When you put the fried chicken in the flour, you have some powdered sugar in there too. So it's a nice sweet taste to it. But I also like to have a lemon type taste to it as well. So I've been trying it out and it's pretty damn good. I didn't eat anything today. I've yet to eat anything. So this is gonna be my only meal. Haven't ate anything since yesterday about that. I didn't eat. Yeah, I haven't eaten 24 hours. I haven't eaten since like 4 o'clock yesterday. So I'm about to eat today. About after the stream, I'm going to eat. So all the chicken is ready right now. I got it all cooked. I got to clean up all the dishes and stuff like that. But everything seems to be good. But let me see what y'all got to say. What about he missed weight? Didn't catch up until now. Yeah, he missed weight. Charles Oliveira missed weight, so he's been stripped of his title. Now it's vacant. So if Charles Oliveira wins, it's going to be vacant. So he have to go against either if it's a close fight, I see it being a rematch against Gaethje. Let's say it's a close fight, it's going to be a rematch against Gaethje for the vacant title again. Or if Gaethje wins convincingly, he's going to fight the winner of Islam and Dariush for the vacant title. So either or is going to be for the if Oliveira wins, it's going to be for the vacant title. Do you think Mr. 50 G's baby deserves a title shot? No, he does not deserve a title shot. He should work his way up. I believe any fight that Conor McGregor does is going to be a big pay-per-view, but he does not. He should not get a title fight. He should not get a fight against Oliveira or whoever wins the fight against Gaethje. No, I kind of know what I would like to see that fight. To be honest, I would like to. If Gaethje wins, I would like to see him fight him. That'll be an entertaining fight, but he doesn't deserve it. If he doesn't deserve to fight Usman either. But money talks, right? At the end of the day, money talks. So it's about money. But Conor McGregor, he lost two fights in a row. And even before that, he beat Cowboy Cerrone, which is not that good of a win. And he was dominated by Khabib. And before that, he lost to Floyd Mayweather. It's not MMA, so it's boxing, so I'm not going to count that. And he won against Eddie Alvarez. That was his last, very impressive win. So Conor McGregor, no, he does not deserve that. Yeah, I'm definitely fasting. It's kind of working. No, I'm fast and I go work out. I go run. I go hiking and run the hills. So my weight has been going up a lot though. So, and I know eating this fried chicken is not going to help. So right now I'm about at 230. I know a couple months ago I was at 216 and my weight went back up. So it's just, man, it's a struggle when you get older. Thoughts on Kevin Samuels passing? Yeah, man, that surprised me when I heard about that. I thought it was a rumor. When you hear about those rumors, a lot of celebrities we heard about dying. I heard a couple months ago, I heard about they said The Rock died and shit like that. You always hear about these celebrities dying. Then you find out it was real. Kevin Samuels actually died. So it's sad that they got people who are celebrating it. Now I ain't gonna say all women, certain women are celebrating his death. He said all this stuff about black women and all this stuff. Yeah, but you don't celebrate this guy's death. He didn't do, you may disagree with what he had to say, but it's not like he did any criminal activity or anything like that. So yeah, that's a sad situation. It shows you got to take care of your health. I can't be eating this fried chicken like I'm cooking right now. So you do got to be careful with what you eat and staying in shape. Because with this coronavirus, right? I never took a vaccine. I never took the vaccine. I drank a lot of this right here, a lot of water. So I drink a lot of water. Never took the vaccine. I drank a lot of water and I worked out. And I think at the end of the day, it comes to your immune system or genetics. If you're not, if you have any pre-existing conditions. So I do believe if you have a condition, I don't think the vaccine is bad. Just let you know. So I'm not trying to say don't take the vaccine. The vaccine is good if you have pre-existing conditions. But what I'm against is somebody trying to force me to take something. Why didn't you take the vaccine? I don't need to take the vaccine. I never took the vaccine, and I'm perfectly fine. I've been around a lot of people. I've never caught the COVID-19, and I never took the vaccine, and I'm perfectly fine. So I'm just against people trying to force you to take something. So let me move on from that. Yeah, I heard about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I was looking to do a Johnny Depp remix when he said the fecal matter. But I just got busy. I got caught up with a lot of work I have to do. So I've just been busy, man. I've been trying to do these remixes, but I just got to focus on, I'm trying to get this business up and running. So when I get more free time, I'm going to put out more remixes. I just got to focus on making money because I got to pay this rent. I got to, at the end of the day, you got to pay this rent. So I got to make more money. And these YouTube videos it's not bringing the money in. I do enjoy making them, but if I'm spending an entire day making these remixes, it's taken away from me focusing on other things that could bring in money. But I'm definitely going to put up some more remixes. Especially if somebody says something crazy and I gotta put out a remix. Yeah, he was only 56 years old. Yeah, that is young. That's young when it comes to dying. Because he could have had he could live to like 77. Another 20 years, he could have put in a lot of videos, he may have had a TV show. He could have had a TV show that came out and got even more money. It's sad overall though, man. It's sad. He was hitting his stride and then that happened. So it's a crazy situation. But yeah, about to end this stream. I think that's about it. I already said what I said about the Charles Oliveira fight. He missed weight. He didn't miss weight, so that was going to be for a vacant belt. And some people are saying I should do a live stream on the pay-per-view. I don't see myself doing that. I bought the last one for $100, and I didn't really. I mean, I enjoyed the fight. Let's say that I didn't make that money back though. I was thinking like maybe I could get that money back. Some people maybe cash at me or something, or send some super chats, but I didn't make anything back from it. But I did enjoy the fight, so it was worth the money. So I don't want to like beg for money from people. But yeah, look up my other page. I got Mo House Media. Y'all see the logo right there in the upper right corner. Look up Mo House Media. I got Mo Spears Music. That's my other channel where I make remixes based on pop culture. So check all that stuff out. Check out all those other pages. So I'm about to end this stream. I'm about to eat, and I'm out. So I appreciate the 8 people that are here. So peace out.